Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Positivity. I am your host, Zakia McCoy. Here at Cooking with Positivity, we like to focus on positivity leading to success, whether that be in your business, in your love life, or in your everyday decision making. Happy Tuesday. It is Book and Bite Day. This is a space where we connect words with nourishment, where we take what we read, what we write, and what we feel and pair it with something that feeds the body. Because growth isn't just mental, it's physical, emotional, and spiritual too. Now, both book and bite come from my books, and that's Soul, Heat, and Anguish, my poetry collection, and 2019 Physical, Mental, and Emotional Detox. Now, if you listened to yesterday's episode, you know I went through a bit after writing my detox book and actually living my detox book. Now, these books represent different parts of my journey: the release, the reflection, the healing, and the building. Our poem, Dreamers Win, it's very near and dear to me. Dreams are for the young to aspire to, for the old to achieve. I have grown weary at my attempts. Life does not worry about my dreams. Moving deep in the mind, my dreams travel through my soul. I see light at the end of the road. My dreams are big. My hunger is great. I am young with an old soul. Perfect balance. My heart filled with determination. I will win. Now, this poem speaks to something real because sometimes we get tired. We get tired of trying. We get tired of pushing. We get tired of dreaming without seeing results. But what I've learned is just because life doesn't stop for your dreams doesn't mean your dreams are invalid. It just means you have to be rooted enough to keep going anyway. And speaking of rooted, let's get into our bite portion of this. We paired Dreamers Win with our sweet potato pie smoothie. Now, this is comfort, this is nourishment, this is grounding. And what you'll need is sweet potatoes cubed, frozen banana or a cup of ice, almond milk, Greek yogurt, almond butter, vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, brown sugar, nutmeg, and French vanilla protein powder. And if you would like, you can add oats for thickness. This smoothie represents balance. Sweet potato is a root. It grounds you. It reminds you to stay connected while you grow. Because even when you're reaching for more, you still need something that holds you steady. Now let's get into our word of the week. This week, the word is liminal or liminal, which means being in between where you were and where you're going. I feel like I've been in a liminal state in space, no longer who I used to be, but not fully stepped into who I'm becoming. And in the kitchen, that's when a meal is halfway done. It's not raw anymore, but it's not finished yet either. You may need to add a little seasoning, but it's just not there yet. And speaking of seasoning, make sure you hit the link in our description of this episode to get your discount on Lucky Cajun. Be sure to use the code CWP $2 jerk so you can get an additional $2 off jerk chicken seasoning as well. Now, this week, I want you to use the word liminal or liminal. Speak it, write it, recognize it. Because a lot of us are in a liminal state in space right now and don't even realize it. So stretch your vocabulary and your mind the same way we stretch these meals. Now let's get into our book club pick for the month. This month we're continuing a journey with J to J. We're doubling back. We're doing Chosen by Young Boss, Book 2. Stack built his name in the streets, but now his future is hanging in the balance. With a Fed case looming and enemies multiplying, the pressure is heavier than ever. One wrong move could cost him his freedom or his life. Chosen thought she was ready for the ride, but being loved by a boss comes with its own price. Bitter exes, backstabbing friends, and her own past keeps surfacing. Holding down the home front while chasing her own dreams, she's forced to face a reality that chills her to the core. What if Stacks doesn't make it out? Loyalties will be tested, love will be pushed to the limit, and the line between friend and enemy gets blurred in blood. So the question becomes, will their love survive the storm? Or was being chosen by a young boss the most dangerous choice of all? Growth doesn't stop with one chapter, and neither will we. So we're continuing the journey. Make sure you're reading and following along. Make sure you're sending your questions for J to J. And make sure to check out our blog post for this week, ZRZ Food Lovers blog. You'll get the full recipe and grocery list. And make sure you follow and check out Zakia McCoy, the author, Word Lovers blog, where I'll be sharing writing reflections and deeper insight into today's featured books. I want to thank you guys for tapping in. Be sure to share, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Help us spread that positive movement. And until tomorrow, I hope everybody has a great and positive rest of their day and a great and positive rest of your week.